China has identified the cause of the
mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day I wish to all of you. Welcome to our forum for today. As well as we know, pandemic COVID-19 is a current big issue which enable you to think about the topic that we have highlighted, and we are trying to solve the issue together by sharing beneficial and interesting ideas which will be delivered by our guests. Before we proceed to our forum, I would like to introduce our panelists today. First panel, Nur ASYAQIREEN binti ZULKEPLI. Next, our second panel, QAMARINA binti ZAKRI. Next, our third panel, SITI SYAFIAH binti SANIMAN. Finally, our last panel, ELYANA binti ABDUL TALIM. Today, we would like to highlight a topic that is quite interesting to be discussed on why hiring top graduate become trends among the recruiters. I am sure that one of us has our own opinion and through with this topic. Before we start our forum in detail, let me explain about our topic today. In this post-pandemic, all industry and sectors rely on new graduates to meet labor demand in highly competitive candidate markets. Thus, many 2022 companies are recruiting recent college graduates to maximize their chance of landing their dream job. The best candidates will prioritize finding an employer that meets their needs. However, top performers will seek organizations that can assist them progress their careers and offer them the skill they need to reach their full potential. Malaysia's economic performance depends on its young workers, who make about 40% of the workforce. Youth also drive Malaysia's economic growth. Therefore, it is crucial to guarantee that young people, including new college graduates, have access to work possibilities that are both comparable with their degree and also their education. However, the current labour market situation is difficult. The COVID-19 pandemic has interrupted many emotion and economic operation. However, the economy must keep moving forward to minimize COVID-19 damage during and after the crisis. Without wasting our time, let's hear the opinion on our title from the first invited panel, Ms. ASYAQIREEN.
Thank you to the moderator. I am Nur ASYAQIREEN, the first panel that will discuss the strategies. Talent acquisition professionals are working hard to make the candidate experience more human and intelligent. Personalized communications keep candidates connected and engaged throughout the recruitment process and help recruiters and candidates establish a meaningful relationship. Recruiters are now leveraging hiring platforms that use artificial intelligence (AI) and machine learning technologies to make candidate engagement more intelligent and human. With automated email responses, skills assessments, auto-scheduling, and resume screening, artificial intelligence and automation can save you your time. However, due to a lack of human interaction and transparency, too much automation discourages qualified candidates from remaining in your pipeline. The pandemic has altered what job seekers expect from their employers. They are more selective and expect something different than in the past. Benefits and signing bonuses are included, but so are values, culture, and empathy. Therefore, you should use your hiring process to demonstrate your company values in order to attract and retain strong candidates. In a sea of competitors, this creates transparency for your candidates and humanize your company culture. The first way to humanize the hiring process is to inform candidates of what to expect. Ideally, no candidate should be left behind. Regardless of experience or salary range, every applicant should receive a response to their application. Go beyond the impersonal like, "Thank you for application. We will contact you says the auto-response message. Use this touchpoint to establish a personal connection and to set clear expectations and timelines. Inform applicants about your process in greater detail. How many steps does an applicant have to take before being considered for an interview? Do you personally go over each application? Tell them if that's the case. Will they be notified even if they are not moved on in the process? If so, how long should they expect to wait for a response from you? Be as personal as possible and try to answer any questions that an applicant may have after submitting a resume. You can experiment with different ways to deliver this information, such as a dedicated landing page for all hiring related questions or a pre-recorded video from a member of your team. Create a spread email address for processing applications to take things a step further. Provide this email address to candidates as a means for them to contact you with questions. Thus, these trends clearly demonstrate that recruiters who maintain a superior employer brand, provide appropriate upskilling opportunities, and ensure meaningful and intelligent candidate engagement will win the graduate talent war in the coming years. Therefore, that is the strategy to improve the issue, and I will pass it to the moderator back.
Thank you, Ms. ASYAQIREEN. From your explanation, you have strongly opinion about this topic today. Let's move on to Ms. QAMARINA. What is your opinion?
Thank you to the moderator. I agree with what the first panel told about the strategies, and another strategies that I can share with you all is when deciding between firms, candidates must take into account employer branding. Candidates are less likely to choose a company in today's competitive employment environment if it does not have a strong brand presence or cannot provide enough information about its workplace and culture. To effectively interact with candidates and make an impression, recruiters must promote their employer brand throughout the hiring process. If so, the candidate will have the chance to learn about an organization's culture, values, advantages, and expectations as a result. Getting the right people into the right positions is the eternal hiring challenge, as not everyone has the expectation that we want when we are hiring them. Nowadays, in a candidate-driven market, when it comes to choosing opportunity, there is no shortage of options for the best employees. The struggle nearly all companies face today is standing out from the crowd. Even if the company offers a great salary, there is no guarantee that a candidate will think the company is the right fit. There are many companies that influence a candidate's decision to apply for a role, and creating a captivating employer brand that highlights these factors is critical to attracting top talent. Successfully expressing what your company stands for is a huge job that necessitates teamwork among HR, the business, and executive. Companies must be open and honest about what they are and are not excellent at. By being true to your organization's identity, you will attract more of the appropriate individuals, lowering applicant dropout and talent attrition. The company needs to remember that if their offering in a particular area does not fall short to competitors, no advertising campaign and brand positioning will fix this, and candidate will learn the truth very quickly. This strategy is important to make the company hiring success as to improve the issue that has occurred. Thank you. I will pass back to the moderator.
Thank you, Ms. QAMARINA. That was a great opinion to be said. What can you say, Ms. SYAFIAH, with our topic today? Do you have any opinion to be added?
Thank you so much to the moderator. I agree with the points given by the first panel, Ms. ASYAQIREEN, and the second panel, Ms. QAMARINA. Let me add my own opinion on this topic. Because of the epidemic, businesses are adopting remote or hybrid working techniques. As a result, new graduates recruits may lack a peer network to whom they can quickly seek out when problems arise. To solve this problem, recruiters are searching for people who are resilient, adaptable, self-motivated, and confident in their capacity to face obstacles. What is resilience? Resilience is the capacity or ability to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. To onboard applicants with the required skill set, recruiters must ensure that they harness recruitment platforms that offer the tools to assess candidate characteristics and abilities. The most well-known recruitment platforms in Malaysia, for example, are LinkedIn and JobStreet. Both recruiters and candidates can get the benefit of these platforms, which is that recruiters can analyze and choose the candidates according to what they are searching for or desiring for, which is resilient, adaptable, self-motivated, and confident. On the other hand, for the candidates, they can state their ability and strength so that they are visible in the eyes of recruiters or employers. This will speed up the recruitment process. Candidates with higher resilience have higher problem-solving skills that is very beneficial towards the organization. Therefore, recruiters should take proactive actions in order to grab fresh graduates or candidates with the needed skills. That's all from me.
Thank you, Ms. SYAFIAH, for your opinion. So, Ms. ELYANA, what about your point of view from our topic today?
Thank you to the moderator. I totally agree with all the points given from all the panels. So, let's conclude the point given by the panel for our topic today. Firstly, every recruiter should be fair and open-minded, especially when selecting candidates for recruitment in order to fill job openings. Recruiters should not exclusively choose top graduates because even top graduates are not always competent at the task at hand. In order to avoid the issue of hiring the only top graduates, the recruiter from all the sector can make moves and strategies such as hiring the candidates that you require. This is because, based on the topic discussed, the recruiter should not only recruit the top graduate in the post-pandemic crisis, but they also can recruit other graduates to give them a chance in proving themselves that they are capable of carrying out their duties and can fulfill the employee needs. Therefore, in order to give the graduates a chance before the organization can hire them, organization can invest in the training to make sure that their future employees are more engaged and agile. Graduates are more likely to accept companies that provide throughout training programs since they are seeking for significant experience and educational change. Secondly, many companies are forced to take steps to reduce operating costs that result in fewer employees. This causes difficulties for employees, especially fresh graduates, to get job opportunities, and they have to compete with other top graduates to get a place among recruiters to hire them. Strategies that can be implemented to prevent this from continuing happen are the graduates need to know the employer branding when deciding to work at any firms. The employers need to market their employer brands to communicate with candidates and make an impression throughout the hiring process. As a result, candidates will have the ability to discover an organization culture, values, benefits, and expectations. Lastly, as can be seen that after the post-pandemic world, the trend of hiring a new employee among the fresh graduates who have the ability to fulfill the employer's need is arising at this time. Every company is looking for candidates among the fresh graduates who have the ability to put the company in a good position to bring the competitive advantage toward them. Therefore, regarding the topic that have been discussed above, the recruiter has no choice other than to find the employees who are resilient, adaptable, self-motivated, and confident in their capacity to face any obstacle, as they want only top graduates to fulfill the job vacancy in their company. So, the workflow in the company will be more organized.
I think that's all for today. I will end our forum discussion with thanks to all of the panelists and audience. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.